Okay, so I want to tell a little story about this guy I used to know in the army. His name was Talon, Matthew Talon, and I knew Talon in basic AIT and all the way through. He was one of the wire to wire guys. You ever heard my Evan story? Old helicopter. And he wasn't in my battery. He was in Bravo battery. I was in Alpha, but we were in the same unit. And I always liked the guy. He was a cool guy, and he was from Washington State, this place called Black Diamond near Seattle. And you always think of Washington as being full of these fucking like rich white liberals, whatever. You don't think that there are hicks and rednecks in Washington State. Oh, they're there. You just got to know where to look. Apparently, Black Diamond is full of them. And you know you're a fucking hick when you have a John Deere tattoo on the back of your neck. I swear to God. He had a John Deere tattoo on his neck. A fucking big ass John Deere logo right there where everybody could see it. And the first time we saw this, we're like, what the fuck? Do you have a John Deere tattoo on your neck, dude? He's like, yeah, man. He must have got really sick of answering that question every day of his life. Every person that meets him, do you have a John Deere tattoo? Yes. And, oh, he never heard the end of it from the drill sergeants. Talon! Get over here now, Talon! Yes, drill sergeant? Why the fuck do you have a John Deere tattoo on the back of your neck? Just get the fuck out of my face, Talon, before I smoke your ass. And but he was a pretty tough kid. He was pretty hard. The best wrestlers I ever met. I counted him being in 40 some odd combatives matches in basic. Won every single one of them. He never lost a wrestling match in basic or AIT. When I saw him do combatives at drum, he didn't lose then either. So at least maybe 50-0. That kid could definitely fight. And like I said, we always got along. We were pretty chill. And when we first got to drum, I find out he's talking to this chick from Russia, right? Meets her on some dating website, international dating website. And they talk and they talk. And I guess they really hit it off. To the point where this motherfucker starts booking travel plans to go to Russia. And he starts telling me this in the barracks. I'm like, what the fuck? You're going to go to Russia to meet some chick you don't even know? He's like, yeah, she's like so beautiful. She seems amazing. And I really want to meet her. Like, there's a lot of girls just in the United States, right? There's even Russian girls. You ever heard of Brighton Beach? It's 6 hours by car. And all the Russia you could ever handle. But he was just insisting on meeting this girl in Russia. And then, to my surprise, he asked me if I want to go. I'm not kidding. Do you want to go with me? And I was fucking flattered. I didn't think anybody liked me this much. And they would go all the way to Russia, be stuck with me in Russia. I thought for a minute, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll go. I always wanted to go there. Fucking beautiful, fascinating country. It can be. So, I start thinking about my own travel plans to go with him. Again, and I had money. I just got my bonus. I saved some of my paychecks from basic. I definitely had enough money to make the trip. And then some. But then I realized at the last minute, I don't have a passport. Well, you kind of need that to go to Russia. And I'm looking for it. And then I realized I lost it, right? I lost it like 6, 7 months earlier in Long Island. And I went to the post office to report it because that's who issues you the passport. And the post office tells me that it's a police matter. I should file a police report, which I never ended up doing. And I'm like, well, okay, my passport's still lost. They don't know I lost it 7 months ago. I'll tell them I lost it now. And I figure I would call the MPs. I didn't understand how the Army works. I just got out of basic. I don't know shit. And I didn't understand that unless it's a real emergency, like basically life or death, don't ever call the MPs to the barracks. You use your chain of command, and only if really, really necessary. But my dumbass decides, oh, I'll call the MPs and file a report. So two MPs show up at the barracks, and before I could even tell them what was going on, this first sergeant, he was one of the Rear D first sergeants, First Sergeant Reed, happens to be in the barracks at like 8 o'clock at night, right? And as soon as he realizes I was the one that called them, he like storms up to me and goes, Levy, what the fuck did you call the MPs for? What are they doing up in my barracks, crazy? This was his nickname for me. Oh, I lost my passport. I was reporting it. Passport? The fuck do you need a passport for? Talon invited me to go to Russia. And like if the look on this fucking guy's face, right? Russia? What the fuck? Levy, what the fuck do you need to go to Russia for? I don't know, he's going to meet some girl, and he invited me, First Sergeant. Going to Russia, huh, crazy? Okay, then. Right. And after telling me to never fucking call the MPs again, he walks away, and I proceed to never live this Russia shit down, right? Basically, every other formation, Levy! Here, First Sergeant. Oh, you're still here. You're still with us. That's good. You haven't gone to Russia yet, huh, crazy? No, First Sergeant. Good. And just every fucking time, like, hey, how's Russia, crazy? I haven't gone yet, First Sergeant. Oh, okay. I just figured I'd ask you again. You're fucking crazy, Levy. And even after, like, we were off Rear D and I barely saw the guy, he would still bring it up. Never lived that shit down. But, yeah, that is the story of my Army buddy Talon, who decided to go to Russia and meet a girl who he ended up marrying, and like 10 years later he's still married to the chick. I guess that one worked out. Talon and First Sergeant Reed, who never let me live it down. What a guy. What a fucking guy.